She almost lost her marriage because of this reason. Hey guys, today we bring you another intriguing movie that will keep you at the edge of your seat. Sit tight as we dive into this fascinating story. Please don't forget to subscribe for more amazing movies from us. This movie begins with a handsome man named Timothy happily hanging his wife's panties on the line. He returned to continue washing them when his sister, Goodness, came to see him. She greeted him and asked why he resigned from the job he had been praying to get. Timothy kept quiet. She asked again why he resigned without telling her, and whether he left his job just to wash his wife Angela's panties. Timothy warned Goodness, telling her she had no respect. Angela came outside, preparing to go to work, when Goodness angrily asked her what she had done to make Timothy resign from his job and stay home doing her laundry. Goodness continued shouting at Angela. Timothy got fed up and told her to leave. Goodness attacked Angela because she believed Angela had done something to him. Timothy became angry and chased Goodness out. Inside the house, Timothy knelt down to ask for his wife's forgiveness for the way Goodness spoke to her. Angela was still upset and asked him why he was washing her underwear. He told her he was only helping her. Angela was tired of how Timothy was behaving because it made her look like a bad person in front of others. She asked who told him to kneel. Timothy said he was kneeling because she was angry. She told him she wasn't angry. Angela then asked why he resigned from his job, and Timothy said he resigned so he could be there for her, support her, and prioritize her more than his job. Angela felt like she had made a mistake marrying him because she didn't understand what was happening. Later that same day, Timothy helped Angela carry some items on his head. When they got to her store, Timothy was helping her arrange goods when a customer entered. The customer was surprised to see Timothy there and asked if he was the new salesman. Angela told her that Timothy was her husband. The customer was shocked. Angela then told Timothy to go home, and he left. The customer looked confused before leaving. That night, Angela returned from her business and sat with Timothy. She calmly asked why he resigned when they never discussed it. Timothy started talking like someone obsessed with his wife, saying his job wasn't giving him enough time with her, so he resigned because she is his priority. Timothy told her not to worry, that he would take care of the house while she ran her business. Angela told him she didn't like how he was taking her responsibilities as his own, and that she should be the one taking care of him. Timothy said he wasn't complaining, but Angela insisted that he should be at work, not acting like a housewife. She begged him to return to work, and he agreed. The next day, Timothy was chatting with some men playing chess in the compound when Angela walked in and asked him what he was doing outside, since he was supposed to return to work. She angrily told him she wanted to speak with him inside. Timothy followed her while the men gossiped, laughing that his wife was controlling him. Inside their apartment, Timothy quickly knelt down again to apologize. Angela asked why he kept embarrassing her and why he was kneeling when she didn't ask him to. She asked why he didn't go to work. Timothy said he wanted to go, but he changed his mind because the house would be empty if both of them went to work. Angela couldn't believe what she was hearing. She asked if he wanted people to start talking and shaming her. She begged him to stand up. But here's the question. What exactly is wrong with Timothy, and why is he suddenly behaving like this? That night, Angela woke up and didn't see Timothy in bed. Her mind was filled with thoughts because she didn't understand what was happening to her husband. Meanwhile, Timothy was in the sitting room picking beans. Angela met him there and asked why he was doing that at that hour. He said he wanted to prepare beans for her in the morning because it was her favorite. Angela told him to leave the beans because she wanted him to cuddle her. Timothy still tried to carry the tray of beans, so Angela collected it and dropped it. They went to the room together. The next morning, Angela told Timothy to talk to his supervisor so he could get his job back. Timothy wasn't interested and said he had made up his mind to prioritize her first before anything else. He begged her not to disturb him about going back to work. Angela said she didn't like what he was doing. That same day, Timothy was hanging his wife's underwear on the line again, not knowing his neighbor was watching him in amazement. When he noticed, he greeted her. She asked if he wasn't going to work. He told her he had resigned. He said, what would he gain working for money with no wife to spend it on? He said his wife was his priority and he was doing all the chores to make her happy. The neighbor couldn't believe it. He then begged her to help him pack Angela's underwear because he was going to the market, and he walked away, leaving the neighbor confused. Meanwhile, at Angela's store, a neighbor from their compound came to buy something. While buying, she asked Angela, gossiping, why her husband was washing her underwear outside, saying it wasn't good because people would no longer respect him. Angela was angry but didn't show it. She gave the neighbor what she bought, already overwhelmed by everything Timothy was doing. Some days later, Timothy met one of his colleagues from work, and his colleague asked why he resigned. Timothy told him the job was taking his time and wasn't giving him enough time to take care of his wife, so he decided to resign to give her the attention she deserved. But his colleague advised him that he could work and still prioritize his wife. Timothy disagreed. After chatting for a while, he left, and his colleague still couldn't understand why Timothy chose to sit at home as a house husband. Later that same day, Timothy was cooking in the kitchen when his sister, Goodness, came to inform him that his supervisor said his position was still open and he could return to work. Goodness became emotional, saying Timothy wasn't supposed to be cooking. Timothy got fed up with her nagging and chased her out of the house. Outside the compound, Goodness met Angela. Angela tried talking to her, but Goodness shunned her and said Timothy was never like this when she introduced them. She said Timothy used to be hardworking, but now he was acting like a useless person, and she believed Angela did something to him. Angela told her she did nothing, but Goodness refused to listen and walked away. That night, Angela couldn't sleep because she didn't know what to do. The next day, some men were fighting, and Timothy went to separate them. While doing so, one of the men hit him on the head with a wooden plank. Hours later, Timothy returned home with Angela, with a bandage wrapped around his head. Angela wasn't happy about it and told him that if he had gone back to work, he wouldn't have gotten injured. Timothy told her to stop shouting because his head was hurting. Angela told him she would make sure he returned to work. The next day, Angela was in the kitchen with Timothy while he cooked. She wasn't happy and began crying like someone filled with regret. She remembered when Timothy was responsible and working. He came home late on her birthday, and she wasn't happy because she thought his job was replacing her. Even when he begged her, she walked away. She also remembered when Timothy explained that he was working late because he needed a promotion and wanted her to understand, but she refused to listen. She recalled a night when she wanted to have a nice time with him, but he claimed he was tired. And the day she saw him hugging a female colleague, she confronted him at home, accusing him of cheating. Timothy denied it, but her ego wouldn't allow her to believe him. Until one day, Angela met her friend Sugar, who was into fetish practices, something Timothy had warned her about. Angela asked Sugar for help because Timothy wasn't spending time with her. Sugar told her she had a solution that would make Timothy obey her every word. Angela wasn't interested at first, but she later agreed. The next day, Angela went to meet Sugar with Timothy's picture. Sugar performed the ritual using Angela's menstrual flow and other items, chanting incantations. Back to the present, Angela was still crying, wishing everything could go back to normal because she didn't like the new version of her husband. The next day, Timothy wanted to follow Angela to her store, but she refused. As he persisted, one of their neighbors asked Angela why she was speaking to Timothy so rudely. Angela asked her what her business was, and the neighbor said it was her business because they were the ones bringing their problem outside. She told Angela that if she had issues with Timothy, she should resolve them indoors, then walked away. Angela got angry and dragged Timothy inside. As she left, Timothy came outside again, acting like someone hypnotized. Along the road, Timothy followed Angela from behind, smiling. Later that same day, Angela went to see Sugar, begging her to reverse the charm because she was tired of Timothy's clinginess and found it embarrassing. Sugar told her she brought this on herself and that the charm was powered by the tongue and couldn't be reversed. Angela begged her to do something. Sugar finally agreed, but gave her conditions. The first was to use Angela's menstrual flow to undo the charm, but Angela said she didn't see her monthly flow regularly due to hormonal imbalance. Sugar then suggested two other options. Either Timothy dies or Angela confesses what she did to free him from the charm. Now the big question is, will Angela confess and risk losing her marriage, or will she watch her husband slowly lose himself to a charm she created? On her way back to the store in a tricycle, Angela began thinking deeply about what she had gotten herself into just to get her husband's attention. Attention she was now tired of. She was still lost in thought when the tricycle got to her stop. She didn't get down until the rider called her back to reality. She apologized and alighted. When she got to her store, she saw Timothy chatting with some ladies. She looked at him and walked inside, and he followed her. Later that night, while they were eating, Angela kept looking at Timothy as Sugar's words echoed in her mind. Timothy noticed she wasn't eating and asked why. She began saying, "Sorry," in a remorseful way, but Timothy didn't know what she was apologizing for. She said it was nothing, and they continued eating. The next day, Timothy was playing chess with his neighbors and drinking alcohol to keep himself busy. Later that night, Angela returned from work and saw Timothy lying outside the house, drunk. She helped him inside. Angela cried silently because she knew she was the one who put Timothy in that condition. Some days later, Goodness came with two of their kinsmen to talk to Angela to undo whatever she did to Timothy. The elders asked Timothy why he resigned from his work and why his character suddenly changed. While Timothy was talking, Goodness felt he was not himself, but Timothy kept insisting that nothing was wrong with him. Goodness then suggested that Angela must follow them to the village to swear that she didn't do anything to Timothy. After Timothy saw that his kinsman and his sister wouldn't rest until Angela swore, he agreed to it because he trusted that his wife would never harm him. But Angela became scared because she knew she was guilty. The elders later left with Goodness. Later that same day, Angela went to see Sugar to help her out of the situation. Sugar told her she had already given her the solutions previously, but Angela hadn't chosen any of the options. Angela began blaming Sugar for her predicament. Sugar became angry and told her to leave. Later that night, Angela was online researching how to get her menses back regularly. The next morning, she boiled some concoction and drank it. That same day, she was lying in bed, cringing from ear to ear because of the pain in her stomach. Timothy suggested they go to the hospital, but she refused. The next day, Timothy was packing his clothes from the line while some neighbors gossiped about him behind his back. He didn't pay attention. Later that night, Angela became frustrated that her menses still hadn't come after taking the concoction. Some days later, Goodness went to confront Angela in her store, saying Angela convinced Timothy not to allow her to swear. Angela told her she didn't say anything to Timothy. Goodness told her that whether she liked it or not, she would follow them to the village to swear. Angela told Goodness that she, too, was concerned about her husband and had been praying and fasting about the problem, and that she wasn't happy seeing Timothy like that. Goodness rained insults on Angela before leaving. Later that same day, Angela went back to Sugar, begging her for help again because she was under serious pressure. Sugar told her she deserved what she was facing. Angela said she wished she could take back what she did. Angela began shouting at Sugar to help her and blaming her again. Sugar became angry and told her to leave, and Angela left because she feared for her life. Some days later, Angela confessed everything she did to Timothy in front of Timothy and Goodness. Immediately, the charm dissolved from Timothy. He couldn't believe he had been cleaning, washing her clothes, and cooking without knowing. To him, he thought he was still working, not knowing he had stopped for over a month. Goodness quickly noticed Timothy was back to his real self and became very happy. She then told Timothy exactly what Angela confessed about casting a spell on him. Angela cried and begged for forgiveness. Timothy couldn't believe his wife did that to him. The next day, Timothy went back to his former job with his sister to ask if his position was still available, but the manager told him his position had been taken since he left. Timothy apologized for resigning. Meanwhile, Angela was at home crying and regretting her actions. Along the road, Timothy passed some women who greeted him and then mocked him behind his back. As he was about to enter his apartment, one of his neighbors approached him and asked him to run some errands for her. He couldn't believe this was what he had been doing when he was under the spell. He didn't answer and walked away. He went inside and sat beside Angela. She apologized sincerely. He asked her why she did such a thing to him, but she couldn't answer because she was guilty. She kept saying sorry. Timothy said he couldn't lift his head and face people because of what she did, and that her sorry wasn't enough and wouldn't fix anything. He walked away, leaving her to cry. The next day, Goodness came to see Timothy and told him about a job opportunity she found for him. She encouraged him to move past what Angela did and not care about what people would say. Timothy felt relieved and thanked her for not giving up on him. When he went inside to dress up, Angela became invisible to him, and he walked past her like nobody was standing there. Later that same day, Goodness returned, very happy that Timothy got the job instantly. Later that night, Angela knelt down to apologize to Timothy again. She said she feared she might sleep and not wake up because her heart was heavy. Timothy didn't say anything. She asked him what his stand was, if he wanted her to leave the house, and he told her to do whatever worked for her. He then reminded her that he had warned her to stay away from Sugar because she was filled with negative energy. Timothy got angry, stood up, and was about to go to the room. Angela followed him, pleading. He was touched by her sincerity, so he forgave her and hugged her. Some days later, Sugar came to see Angela at home. Angela dragged her outside and warned her never to come near her or her family again. Then she went into the room to meet Timothy, who asked who she was talking to. Angela told him it was nobody. Timothy promised her that he would do better this time around and would prioritize their marriage. They kissed. When Timothy and Angela came outside, Goodness was shocked and asked Timothy why he was still with Angela. Timothy told her they would talk when he returned from work. Goodness wasn't pleased that Timothy remained with Angela after everything she did. Angela knelt down and begged for forgiveness. Goodness finally forgave her and advised Angela that going the fetish route will never fix her home or marriage. It will only make things worse. Angela thanked her, and they hugged to reconcile. Then Angela kissed Timothy before he left for work with Goodness. The moral lesson of this movie is, using charms, manipulation, or fetish means to control someone you love will only destroy the relationship and bring regret. True love requires communication, understanding, patience, and trust, not force. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating movies like this from us. See you next time. Bye!